members of the board. We'd also like to welcome our sponsors from Abbotsford Nissan. Say hi. Hi. From 360 Fabrication, say hi. Hi. FVRL staff, say hi. Hi. And of course our senior management team here at FVRL, say hi. More later. I'd like to introduce you to Grant Ward, our chairman of the board, who's going to make a few remarks. You can do that, right?
Thank you very much, Betty. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ross. We just came out from a marvelous board meeting, and it's been getting exciting, and we actually went well over time because no one wanted to go home. But we're having such fun being on the board. Anyways, Library Live and on Tour is the first adult literacy initiative of its kind, extending the reach of the library into the community and the communities, promoting literacy to people who might not otherwise go to the library. And it's introducing people to services that they never knew that the library had. And it's establishing meaningful partnerships with community organizations such as the Dakota Library or Literacy Solutions, Literacy Matters groups throughout the Fraser Valley, and community service organizations in all of our communities. That's what Library Live and On Tour is all about. And Smitty, as you can see, brought out that the music today. I mean, I thought I was going to the movies again or something really exciting. And this is really exciting. I mean, even if the rain's here, I mean, it's really exciting. And of course, we had partnerships that were already mentioned with Vice Committee, but I'd like to go through them again. And there's the local businesses such as the 360 Fabrication, who put this unit together. Give them a round of applause. This is what you see. This is what's going to really make it work. And also carrying Canada, Abbotsford Nissan, Tourism Abbotsford, First Book of Canada. So on behalf of the Fraser Valley Board of Directors, a sincere thank you for your attendance here today, and a sincere thank you for everyone that's been involved with this initiative. Thank you very much, Smitty, to you personally.
I'd like to introduce...
He always gives me some of the greatest songs.
Yeah. I'd like to introduce the CEO of Fraser Valley Regional Library. Please give a warm welcome to Rob O'Brennan.
Good morning, everyone. Well, this is exactly... Library Live and On Tour is actually going to be renamed Library Wet and On Tour. Okay, or Library Loud and On Tour, as we all experience
You want to use the cool microphone?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So, traditionally, public libraries have catered to children's literacy. Children's libraries, kill me for saying that. We offer many programs that target children of all ages. These include like story time, summer reading club. Oh, okay, sorry. Reading Link Challenge. The list goes on and on. It's valuable. It's necessary. It's easy to come up with the ideas. One staff member, mentioning no names, says, "It's so easy, it's like shooting fish in a barrel." Literacy services directed at adults are an entirely different story. What can a public library offer to adults with literacy issues? How can we reach people who don't use our services? How can we let non-users know that we have something they want or something they need? I've been pushing for literacy projects and services that target adults in need for a while now, several years. When we first conceived the Library Live and On Tour, it included a great big vehicle with lots of books and collection stuff, right? Yeah. Computers and other technology, but when it really comes down to it, it's not the vehicle, it's the service and the promotion pieces that are the key, not the traveling bookmobile. We want to reach into our community. We want people to know what we do. We want to break the library stereotypes. And I think Smitty's the one to do that. So, the van got smaller, and the service got bigger. The van shrunk until eventually we ended up with Lily, our little cube van. And literally, I mean, we went from a fairly large van to a slightly smaller van to this as an idea? Well, it's with the service. Here's some of the stories. I've been talking with Smitty about some of her activities since Library Live and On Tour started. And here's some stories that Smitty has told me. Thunderbird Motel, a motel that was converted to a transition house for getting people off the streets. It's been visited regularly by health nurses, career counselors, and now Library Live and On Tour. Smitty has built relationships with these people. She's helped with their computer skills. She's given out free books. She's encouraged library use. New Beginnings, a high school finishing program for teens who are pregnant or who have children. Smitty spoke to 25 teens about the importance of reading to their children. She's given free books to them, for their children and for them. One of the teens said, "Can we really keep them?" Some teens said that they didn't go to the library because they were scared that they had fines. Many did. Some thought they did, but they didn't even have library cards. For these kids, small library fines were eliminated by Smitty, and she created a payment plan for one student or one of the teens that had really large fines, and now that teen comes in and uses the library. Harrison Landing, assistant living facility. A number of seniors were told about all the services the library has to offer. New technology that they had heard about but not seen was demonstrated. A 99-year-old lady was listening to one of our new Play Away books. Several of the seniors were told about our outreach department. Agassiz Center for Education. This is an alternative program for at-risk youth. Library Live went to the barbecue, their fundraising barbecue. The kids thought the band was really cool and kept getting Smitty to turn it up. Seniors and youth stood together trying out Kobo e-readers and iPads. The center said it was the best turnout they had ever had, and they said it was because of Lily and Smitty. On tap in the coming weeks, what's Smitty going to be up to? Well, here's a few things. Launching Pad, the White Rock Home for Alcoholic Men trying to get back to their feet, going to the North Delta Food Bank, going to community fairs, various stops at the Rick Dance Relay, barbecue for one of the Elizabeth Fry Society homes, and I'm sure there's more. The generosity and support of our sponsors is overwhelming. I mean, really overwhelming. I know that each and every one of you is each one of our sponsors is going to be thrilled and proud to be a part of our new service, and I thank you all. I'd also really like to thank Rita Penko, our Director of Client Services, and especially, and our graphics department for this fabulous wrap they've got put on the vehicle. Excellent. And I'd especially like to thank Smitty Miller, our tour manager, for all of her enthusiasm, her flexibility, her patience. What do you think, Smitty? She's not terribly patient. She's learning. She just can't figure out why she can't do it now. But that's a good problem to have. And her hard work. Congratulations to both Rita and Smitty. I'm proud to have you on our libraries team, and thank you.
Thank you, Rob. 5 months ago, I was asked to create a mobile initiative for Fraser Valley Regional Library. The process has been long, it's been funny, and often painful. But I'm thrilled with what we have accomplished. And when I say we, I really mean it. Everyone I ever talked to about Library Live and On Tour contributed something to this end product. With what if, or how about, or that doesn't make sense to me, or yeah, but, or I'd specifically like to thank the staff at the FVRL Administrative Center. I'd like to thank Chris Tuinda, who I can't pronounce his last name, Chris, who is our FVRL graphics technician. He is the designer of the Lily look. That means everything you see on the car, on the tents, on the flags, the whole look of Lily is Chris. Please help me thank him. Chris, if you could just come here for a sec. Chris designed some certificates for us to give to our partners, and I very not so cleverly took his design, and with the help of other people in the graphics department, made him his own with his artwork. Thank you so much. I'd also like to thank the FERL senior management team. Mary O'Callahan, Director of Corporate Services, Scott Hargrove, Director of Support and IT Services, Rob O'Brennan, Chief Executive Officer, and Rita Penco, Director of Client Services, who has also been an incredible mentor. Library Live and On Tour exists today because of that team's willingness to encourage and support ideas that are revolutionary in the world of libraries. Please help me in thanking our sponsors. Tourism Abbotsford. Pamela or Pam, are you here? For giving us this parking lot. Yay! I know there's somebody here from Abbotsford Nissan. I don't know if Janine was able to make it, but I saw Ken. Somebody here? Come on over, Ken. Ken sold us this car, and Abbotsford Nissan donated these, I won't tell you how expensive, mag tires. Here's a letter from our CEO, and thank you very much for everything that you've done for us. Clarion Canada, who couldn't be with us, is a speaker company, a car audio company. They donated thousands of dollars worth of equipment and speakers for this initiative. They're out east, and they did this. I think somebody at the fabrication company got somebody drunk and said, "You want to contribute to the library thing?" And they said, "Yeah, sure, here," you know. And so whatever it took, we're pretty happy about that. I'd also like to tell you that in January, I walked into a local fabrication and car audio shop to ask if there was such a thing as external speakers with suction cups on them to put on the roof of a car. More than $20,000 worth of labor, equipment, supplies, invaluable advice donated later. As you can see, I don't have any suction cups. But 360 Fabrication has made Lily a little car like no other. In the information pamphlets in your goodie bags, you can see the details of their work. Our deepest thanks to JP, who really is the real deal in customer service, and to the owners of 360 Fabrication, Rick and Daryl Francoeur. If you guys could come up. Got a letter for you, you all. Library Live and On Tour will travel from corner to corner of the Fraser Valley and everywhere in between. We will reach people in our communities in ways that we never imagined possible. You can follow our journeys on Facebook and Twitter, and I hope you will. Tell everyone in the community about it. Tell them to call me. We want to come see them. And now we're going to cut the cake, invite you to have a snack. You can come on up, investigate all the bells and whistles, ask questions, and celebrate Library Live and On Tour.